La la loo, la la loo, oh my little star sweeper, I'll sweep the stardust for you. La la loo, la la loo, little soft fluffy sleeper, here comes a pink cloud for you. La la loo, la la loo, little wandering angel.
If you cut the bottom out of an old basket, you can place it over in-ground plants, highlighting their blooms. This makes a cute upcycle feature which can be moved around the garden.
I made some hand-dipped candles. I used beeswax, a tin, candle wick. A full warning though, because they don't look pretty. They ended up looking a bit like the candles from Shrek. But I put all the beeswax in a tall tin and put it in a water bath to melt. Some washers to weigh down the wick. Fill the tin to the top with candle wax. Dip the wick once into the wax and then straight into cold water. And then all you really do is repeat. Using a tall tin would probably make them look a bit better. This is just building up layers around the wick. I guess they're practical, and it was fun to make. So ugly. Visiting my mum in her garden, she has so much lavender, and she let me take some home to make a lavender wreath. I started with a willow circle, and separated the lavender into bunches, and started to tie it onto the circle, layering each bunch underneath each other, and trimming the string as I went. This is a lovely way of preserving and drying lavender, and I made a friend, who's now living in my garden. Here's it finished, and I'm going to hang it on my door. I'll leave it for a few months to dry.
Look at you, strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebee swarm watching your arm? I love it when you look my way. Look at you, strawberry blonde.
Let's take this apple and make some apple cider vinegar. Of course, start out by eating your apple until you are to the core. Then grab a lidded jar, your food scraps, and plop those in. Now go ahead and dissolve 2 tablespoons of sugar into 2 cups of water. And then pour that mixture over your food scraps. As I eat my other apples, I will add them to the mixture as well. Now store for about 3 weeks and you're done.
Here's how to make clay leaf decor. Pick some leaves, but make sure they've got prominent veins. Any size will do. You're going to need air dry clay, a rolling pin and some water. Roll out the clay to as big as one of your leaves and start to press the leaves down onto the clay, a bit like a stamp. Mark your leaf's outline, take off the leaf and cut it out, and then smooth the edges with water. I put mine in this bowl so they dry curved. Once they're dry, they should pop out of the bowl. You can paint or glaze them and use them as jewellery or trinket holders. Here's a few that I've already painted. Today I made homemade tomato soup. In a baking dish, add any ripe tomatoes. Drizzle with a bit of oil and some salt and pepper. Pop them in the oven at a high heat for 20 minutes. Take a white onion and chop it small. Put some oil in a pot at medium heat and start to simmer the onions. Next, chop 1 stick of celery quite small and add it to the pot. While that's simmering, take out your tomatoes and they should look like this. You don't have to, but I removed all the skins off mine. The other veg should be translucent and you can add raw tomatoes to them. Give it a stir, and I also added some garlic and a knob of butter. I used a cup of chicken stock, but you can also use veg, and a sprinkle of basil. I left this to simmer at a low heat while I went and got some parsley. While it was simmering, I also made some cheese toasties. Give it a blitz until it's really smooth. And then serve up with salt and pepper. This is so sweet and creamy, it's absolutely delicious.
Take all of your savings out, 'cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to drown.
I've been craving this for ages. Lemon curd. Start with 4 eggs. You're going to need 3 yolks and 1 whole egg. You can save the other whites for meringue. 9 tablespoons of sugar, and it needs to go into a big heat-proof bowl or double boiler. Zest a lemon into the bowl. Grab 3 more lemons and your naked lemon. Slice and juice them into the bowl. A small pinch of salt, and set up your double boiler with boiling water, then turn it down to a simmer. This is why your bowl needs to be heat-proof. Keep the water simmering and then whisk. And keep whisking. After about 10 minutes of whisking, it should be a little bit thicker. You're then going to mix in 6 tablespoons of butter. It should just melt in. And then pop it back on the double boiler until it reaches this thickness. Pop into a sterilised jar, cover it with cling film so it's touching the top, and leave to cool. Perfect for baking and on toast.
I am so obsessed with cottagecore vibes, so this antique store video is for you. If you're an organization gal, this is for you. This is so cute, keeps everything separated. I'm sorry, but who gave these little flower bowls the right to look this cute for when guests come over? This booth has so many items, and this strawberry cookie jar stole my heart, and this little jar, let me take it out. It is so cute for bulk items. Every time I find one of these, they're kind of expensive, but organization, we love. Rose gold, we love. At first glance, I was like, this is a kitchen item, but also I could totally see this in a bathroom or even a bedroom.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Honey cakes. In a bowl, 300 grams of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. In another bowl, 300 grams of butter, 100 grams of brown sugar, and 100 grams of white. Mix them together until pale and fluffy. Then take 4 tablespoons of honey and add it to the butter mixture. Then crack in 4 eggs and mix. Once mixed, slowly stir in the dry ingredients until it's a thick batter. Fill the cupcake liners halfway and cook at 190 degrees for 30 minutes or until golden brown. You can ice them if you want, but I quite like them just on their own.
Hi friends! Yesterday was my nephew's birthday, so he asked me to do his favorite cake, a strawberry shortcake. So I put the cream, strawberries, more cream, a sponge cake, and more cream in the top, He loved to play baseball, so he asked me to do a baseball decor. So yep, this was my first time doing a baseball decor in a cave. Let me know if you like it and if you want the recipe. Bye!
There's a tree in the meadow with a stream drifting by, and carved upon that tree I see, I love you till I die. I shall always remember.
I really don't know what there even is to do besides shopping. Like, that's my only hobby when I go in public. I love spending my money on things that like I shouldn't spend it on, and then having no money left at the end of the day. I love that.
What's wrong? You're acting all skittish. Don't worry, I've been stealing birds for a living since before I could trot. By the way, you look unbelievably beautiful tonight. You're practically glowing. Maybe it's the lighting.
So the only thing cottagecore lesbian about me is the fact I live in an actual cottage, which is a little vegetable garden, and we grow our own strawberries, and this is how cute it is, so I thought I'd share it. Here's our pond, which has got little fish in it. We pick all our own veg and make all our stuff, and that's how I'm living out my cottagecore lesbian dream.
There will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down, or lay a lie low, or lay a lie, or lay, oh Lord. Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say, who murdered 3. Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree.
Wrote a letter to the mountains, then they wrote me back. I love the sky.
Summertime fruit that's yummy and juicy. Watermelon, I could eat a gallon of you. Watermelon, I could drink a faceful or 2.
Red and juicy in the middle, every mom and dad and kiddo, one lot and not a little watermelon.
In the summer, I adore you. When you're seedless, it's euphoria. Saving room for more and more, yeah.
Watermelon.